Hello YouTube, this is SzubsKin89 here, doing a deck profile on my Formula Monarchs. This is my main deck, and I want feedback, so please comment on any changes or fixes, or any other opinions. Like, this deck sucks, 6 Sams are gonna beat it when Storm of Ragnarok comes around, so yeah, whatever. Alright, so anyway. Genex Undine. Part of the deck. When he's normal summoned, I send a water monster, usually Treeborn Frog or Fishborg Blaster, to the graveyard in order to get a Genex controller to my hand. I do not like Genex controller, but he's necessary to play Undine. That's why I only run 2 of these guys, but 3 of these, just so I can draw into them. That's the main tribute engine of the deck. Surprisingly consistent. Little backup engine here is Sangan. Searches out the first part of the main engine, but that's really slow. Usually I have other ways to do it if I don't draw into the main engine first turn. Usually I'll just he'll die or synchro him out to search out one of my battle faders, one of the 3 battle faders I own. I'm so glad they reprinted this as the 10. It's only like $4, despite like the $30 they were going at before. Something like that. Great reversal plays. One of the only defense I have in this deck, since I can't really run traps thanks to Treeborn. But it's just an amazing card. Next up for the Monarch lineup, through Caius. Always max out on Caius when you're running Monarchs. Do not tell me to drop one, or I will discard. I will mark your comments as spam. Next, triple Raizas. I am not running Light and Darkness Dragon. I do not like it because I feel it's too slow in this deck. Yes, there is a card too slow for more Monarchs, because this deck synchros a lot, and I can't really do anything while Lad's on the field. Sure, I can just keep attacking and stuff, but your opponent can just keep setting and stalling until they pull out a combo and make Lad weak enough to die. Sure, then you get your monster. You get a monster back, but then the monster you get back is probably just a Monarch and serves as a beat stick. Not really that useful. Anyway, don't run. Anyway, next, Thestalos. Love this card. My opponent will usually play defensively thanks to all my turnaround cards, like all my cards that take advantage of my opponent's field. This guy just covers my back. If my opponent's setting up for a play, Thestalos can ruin it before my opponent can do anything. Just all around great Monarch. Mobius, thanks to a back row format with banning of Heavy Storm, he's just a really good card now, and Starlight Road's seeing less play, so he's just amazing. Creates +1s just by himself. Then we have 2 non-Monarchs but tributes. Dark Dust Spirit, a Monarch that keeps coming back. It usually leaves me open though, so I don't play him that often, which is why I'm only running 1. Might put in a second. I'll think about it. Tell me what you think about Dark Dust Spirit. Anyway, and then Gorz. Great card, almost never dead due to the fact that I almost never have a back row. So if my opponent attacks me directly, drop Gorz, and then gain pluses through battle. Then we have 1-for-1 and Foolish Burial. Search out an alternate way to search out my Fishborg and Treeborn. Maybe if I already have one in the grave through Undine, I can then send the other through these 2 cards. Just a good card. I love it. 1-for-1's better though than Foolish. 2 econs. I'd like to run a 3rd, although I don't have one at the moment. Broken with Treeborn. Great for Scrap Dragon. Just a lot of good reversal plays with it. 2 Soul Exchange. A lesser version of enemy controller in my opinion. Cannot conduct my battle phase the turn I use it. Sure, it creates advantage, but I can't take advantage of that advantage because I can't attack, which I could have gotten more advantage from, possibly a +2 just from attacking. Next, Draw Power. Avarice. Recycle my Formula Synchrons and my Monarchs. And then it's also a +1. Then thickens my deck a tad, but it's good. I'm thinking about running a second though. Tell me what you think about that as well. 1 Avarice, 2 Avarice. Don't want to dead draw it. Allure. Tad situational due to the 7-8 darks I'm running in this deck. But I always tend to search out my Genex controller that I want to get rid of somehow. Allure is my favorite way to do it, basically turning Allure into a +1. And then, last but not least, card destruction. It is a -1, I know, but it is a good one when I have a Fishborg or something else in the hand. Monarchs are a tad inconsistent, although this is very consistent. Although I get my occasional inconsistencies, and card destruction can fix that, and then set up for other plays. Spell Trap Hate, 2 MST, Staple, Spell Trap Hate. Try to hit that. I'm trying to focus on hitting the bottomlesses before they hit my Monarchs, because sure, the Monarch gets my +1, but then I lose it, and that hurts because then I have a clear field. Cold Wave. Broken, since I don't really run anything since this really doesn't hurt me, it only hurts my opponent, so it's really good. Staples, Dark Hole, and Monster Reborn, just good cards. Mirror Force and Torrential. Thinking about ditching both for a Treacherous Trap Hole and then something else. Because Treacherous, it's chainable to anything. These guys are a tad situational. They might MST it because they've been holding their MST for so long because I never have anything set except for these two. So then they just end phase MST me, which hurts when I try to rely on them. Treacherous, it seems like a better option. Alright, next for the extra deck. Part of the extra deck, heart of the extra deck. Triple Formula Synchron. Pricey little bastards at $5 a pop. Just amazing card. It essentially just comes from the graveyard every turn to draw a card, and then sync with a Monarch for a +1. Also, fun shenanigans to go into Shooting Star Dragon. Mistworm. Only real way I play him is Formula, Monarch, and Battle Fader or Treeborn. So it's a tad situational, but can help me just bounce my opponent's cards and then probably go for a game from there. Next, 2 Thought Rulers. I don't know what to replace one with. Probably one with a Shooting Star Dragon. I don't have one at the moment. I've been proxying one for Shooting Star. Shooting Star has just been amazing. I was playing Lightsworns and they didn't have any outs for it. They couldn't Raikou it, they couldn't JD it. JD couldn't even run over it, which was the main thing he did with my Stardust Dragons. But anyway, Shooting Star, I need one. Stardust Dragon, great. My go-to defensive card, especially against like gadgets, block their fissures, non-targeting stuff. And then I can go Formula Synchron plus him for a Shooting Star. Next up, 2 Scrap Dragons. I only really need one. I have an ulti and an ultra. My friend has another ulti, and he actually plays scraps. So he tends to borrow these guys, but this is actually my go-to offensive synchro. Because then Treeborn keeps coming back, and I just keep blowing up my Treeborn for +1s. Hit the opponent's back row usually, and then run over stuff with scraps. Awesome 28 attack. Then Colossal Fighter, the last of my 8 stars. Just good option to have in case there's really ever anything out there that is more attack than Scrap Dragon. Can't be destroyed by battle essentially, or he does get destroyed by battle, but then he just keeps coming back for more. Good card. Gaia, Force of the Earth. I know, you're probably like, what the fuck? But I do not have a Goyo, and I need one, but I'm not willing to dish out 20 just yet for it. Flamefeller, Queezus, he's just sitting there. I like Gaia. I need an armory arm. Probably gonna dish out the 10 for it, because this is no replacement. Gaia is somewhat a replacement because he's a beat stick, but Queezus can't fill the void of armory arm, because there's some pretty cool plays you can do with it, with him and Colossal Fighter, and also I can pull him out really easily with Undine. And last but not least, Catastor. A good way to get rid of Undine is just to have, if Undine somehow survives a turn, Treeborn, Fishborg, and then Undine for Catastor, and then Catastor's just beat face. Anyway, that is my Genex Monarch build. Please tell me what you think about it. Any fixes were greatly appreciated. I will flame you if you say to drop Caius. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Anyway, this is SzubsKin89.